buddy, dreaming about losing to me at checkers again? Don't take it so hard. I'll give you another shot at the Checker King after work.
Thank you for your concern, Pancho, my old friend. But it was much more than merely a bad dream.
Was it a wretched dream?
Not quite.
Insufferable?
No.
Objectionable? Hideous? Malodorous?
Pancho, I believe I just had the impossible dream.
Just by definition, wouldn't that be impossible? Or maybe you just had a difficult dream, or perhaps an impossibly strenuous dream, or even...
Look, it was my dream and it was impossible, all right?
The lunch crowd will be here soon.
Dream or no dream, it's time to get to work.
2 cows still mooing and the Hail Caesar holds the bird.
Order up, Noah's boy on bread, side of frog sticks.
Drag him through the garden.
With a stop in the Alps.
Everyone, terrible news! A new restaurant is opening up in town.
Oh, Pancho, did you hear? That means competition. We might as well close our doors right now.
Hey, don't worry. Many a restaurant has come and gone, but we're still standing.
This is not just any restaurant. It is the Food Factory.
Did you say the Food Factory?
Oui, they are the most popular franchise in the world. No other restaurant within 50 miles of them can stay open.
Do you, by chance, know exactly where they're opening their new restaurant?
Oui.
Now, Pancho, don't you worry. The construction alone could stretch out for years. But there's no conceivable way they could open for business anytime soon.
I wonder how long it'll take for them to attract the crowd. You don't think...
Perish the thought. Our customers are true blue. They'll never desert us. Wait a minute. This is it. This was in my dream. My impossible dream was warning me about the food factory. It's all coming true.
Did your dream possibly tell you how to get our customers back?
What am I going to do?
I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to king me.
Oh.
That'll do.
How can we possibly fight this?
Look, we'll restructure. We'll find an area they're not covering and do that. Your move. I win!
But they do everything. They have food as big as your head.
Yikes! What's in this stuff?
I don't know what to do, my friend. I'm afraid everything we've worked for is over.
I can't believe my ears. We've made it through thick and thin together. This is no different.
That's where you're wrong, Pancho. I'm afraid it's never been this thin.
Hey, Don. Rematch tomorrow night?
What am I going to do?
help to take down the Checker King, man. I'm glad you're up, because I've been thinking and I got a couple of great ideas that are guaranteed to turn this place around.
No, I believe I have the solution. My first dream told me what was to come. Last night's dream has revealed how we will combat the food factory.
Oh, okay. But like I said, I got some ideas too.
Yes, fine. In my dream, every time I looked in a mirror, I saw a different reflection, which can only mean that to succeed, I need to be different than I am now.
Maybe it just means you need to clean the mirrors in your dreams.
We need to change the look and image of the restaurant. Make it different, something more entertaining. Pancho, I've dreamed the impossible theme, and we're going to make it happen.
With 2-for-1 coupons! Run, don't walk! Get it? W-O-K, walk to Donny, ha-ha! I don't think this is going to work.
Patience, my friend, patience.
La Cuckoo Mancha! Our prices are so low, you think we're crazy! We're crazy, all right.
Just wait, it'll work.
Jabba Java, why pay a little for coffee when you can pay a lot?
Oh, this is my best idea yet. Where is everyone?
Hey, Pancho! Forget about that old cafe! Come right over here! Look at how much food they serve!
Don, hey, look, the checkerboard's all set up. How about a game to relax and take your mind off
Checkers?
stuff?
Checkers? Don't you get it? We're going to lose it all. Everything we've worked for, and all you can think about is checkers? I don't know, Pancho. Maybe you should start looking for another job.
Hello, and welcome to the cafe formerly known as La Mancha, where the food and service are par excellence. But between you and me, I'd avoid the salsa. It could kill a horse.
Actually, I didn't come here to eat. I came here to hire you. I'm the manager of the food factory across the street. Perhaps you've heard of us?
The food factory?
It's a pretty big building right over there, across the street.
Right here? On this street?
We got more business than we can handle, and everyone tells me what a great waiter you are. So I'm here to offer you a job.
Thank you, but I've got to say no. We're usually packed in here. Right about now?
Look, Pancho, think about yourself for a minute. Nothing personal, but this Don fellow and this restaurant are failures. You've got to face facts and cut your losses. Like I said, think about yourself.
Let me be straight with you. Don and I have worked together for years, but more importantly, we're friends. A friend is always loyal, Mr. Food Factory Man, and I'm gonna stick by and help my friend in his time of need.
Well,
Allow me to show you the door. Look, the door.
I appreciate loyalty, but
It's the wooden thing with the knob.
if you ever change your mind, just let me know.
If you're going to go, then go.
What did you say?
If you're going to go, then go.
I can't understand the word you're saying.
Go ahead and go. Everyone else has deserted me. Why shouldn't you?
Listen, I'm not leaving Cafe La Mancha. We're going to make it. You'll need to get some rest. Maybe we can play tomorrow night.
Perhaps I'll get the answer to all our problems tonight.
Good night, Don Quixote. Pleasant dreams. Oof.
Howard, come back and fight like a pea!
Oh, good, you're up. Just wait until you hear my latest idea.
Hold that thought, Pancho. I just had a dream that was different from all the others. I now know what to do to rescue our cafe.
Is it a better idea than a touchdown turkey?
I simply need to attack the food factory and vanquish my foe once and for all.
You're kidding, right?
This is my quest, to follow that star.
What star? I thought we were talking about the food factory.
No matter how hopeless, no matter how far.
It's across the street.
To fight for the right without question or...
Sure, that sounds wonderful. But unless I'm mistaken, attacking restaurants is against the law.
Weren't you paying attention? This is my quest.
Okay, listen to me very carefully. I'm telling you as a friend, you can't do this.
Oh, but I must. And you're going to help me.
You're going to make a fool of yourself.
You first. Go.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. I have an
Louder. They can't hear you.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. I have an announcement. The venerable Don Quixote will this night defend the honor of his restaurant, Café La Mancha.
Pancho, leave him and join us!
Thank you, my friend. That's quite enough. I am Don Quixote, and I am calling out the food factory to meet me in a battle of honor. The winner shall keep his restaurant. The loser shall leave town forever. Are you afraid to cross swords with me? I give you this last warning. Meet me now and let us do battle, or I shall be forced to attack.
That's crazy!
Crazy, am I?
Look, if you attack my restaurant, I'll have you arrested.
Ha! That is where you're wrong, my friend. I fight for honor, and any authority you call will no doubt agree with me on that point. Hey, Don. Sheriff Bob here. Don't do anything crazy or you'll get arrested. I'm afraid it's too late to back down now.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Don't do it.
I must. Check, please. Have you had enough? Surrender, or you shall taste my pop! This cell cannot hold me! I demand satisfaction! Fight me like a man! Take off your armor and go to bed. I demand legal counsel!
How about some friendly counsel? I brought you a few things for your sleepover.
Hold on a minute. What you got in the bag?
Just his regular bedtime supplies.
Did you bring my nighty-night hat?
Check.
You're a good friend, Pancho. Corn chips?
Got him.
Salsa? Extra spicy?
Yep.
That'll give you nightmares.
Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
I'm doing this for your own good, Don. I need to stick by you and do what's best for you in your time of need.
What are you talking about? I need my salsa.
No, Don. What you need is to lay off the salsa.
No, you've turned against me too. Say it isn't so, Pancho, not you. No! Pancho, what are you all doing?
Any bad dreams last night?
Well, come to think of it, no.
Any dreams at all?
No, I slept quite well, thank you. Your cells are surprisingly comfortable.
I knew it! It's the extra hot salsa! Every night you've been eating it before you went to bed. That's why you've been having bad dreams.
Now, I'm sure that's part of it, but you don't expect me to believe... That'd do it all right. You want to press charges?
We bent the giant spatula back. No harm, no foul.
If you agree to stop eating that stuff, you're free to go. Go? Go where? Café La Mancha is through. I've got nowhere to go.
Don't be so sure. I need 6 orders of toast, extra crispy.
Is that toast French or domestic?
French!
Open for breakfast. How did you ever come up with that idea?
Simple. The food factory doesn't open up until lunchtime. I told you, find something they don't do, and then do that.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you for standing by me when I needed you the most.
Hey, that's what friends do, my friend. Now let's get to work. We have hungry people to feed.
It would be my pleasure. Say, how about a friendly game of checkers after lunch?
The Checker King accepts the challenge and awaits his coronation.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song.
There once was a boy who lived in a house, and the house sat under a tree. By the tree ran a fence that stretched far and wide around the gated community.
Can I have my ball? Can you get my ball? I kicked it into the tree, and my ball bounced up, and my ball dropped in to the gated community.
Oh, the gated community is where we like to be. Everything's so lovely, oh, our hearts are filled with glee. And when you come to visit, you can stand outside and see what a lovely bunch we are in our gated unity.
Can I have my ball? Can you get my ball? I kicked it into the tree, and my ball bounced up, and my ball dropped in to the gated community.
Oh, the gated community is where we like to be. Our clothes are never dirty and our lawns are always green. And when you come to visit, you can stand outside and see what a tiny bunch we are in our gated unity. The gated community, we think you will agree, is pleasantly devoid of unsightly stray debris.
Free of debris.
Gated community, our smiles are wide smiles and comfy custody. And when you come to visit, you stand outside. What a smiley bunch we are in our gated unity.
Can I have my ball?
Community
Can you get
is
my
where we like to
ball?
be. Our
I
lives have
kicked
been made
it
perfect
into
by
the
a happy
tree,
entrance fee.
and my ball bounced
when you come
up,
to visit,
and my ball
you can
dropped
stand outside and see
to the gated community.
what a lovely bunch we are.
To the gated community.
What a happy bunch we are in our gated unity.
Songs with Larry.
Oh, look, a ball.
Tune in next time to hear Larry say,
Thank you. Top of the evening, everybody. I wonder what he's been doing, huh?
And Dr. Watson here.
What's the good word, Sherlock? Beats me, but when I find it, you'll be the first to know.
Actually, there are several good words. For example, there's superb, charitable, philanthropic, and the ever-dependable too good to be forgotten, which technically, I suppose, isn't a good word, but rather a group of words.
Come, my good man. Our table awaits.
You two gents solve another case?
That we have, my dear lady.
One usual. Coming right up. Here you go. Enjoy.
Boy, if the service here gets any slower, we'll have to find another place. The game's afoot. So, what are you two celebrating this time?
I can only assume it involves mystery, mayhem, and maleficence. You could say that.
You could if I understood what you were saying. So, do tell. What dastardly crime have you just solved? Well, it's all rather hush-hush. But no one in London will ever have to worry about the howling dogs of Baker Street again.
Hooray! Ho! How'd you solve it? Did you use your superlative powers of observation, or did basic forensics crack this particular case open?
You sure talk funny.
Actually, it was a combination of the two. After a careful examination of the crime scene, we
Decided the best way to explain it is in a song.
Oh no, not again.
If all of you are wondering what I found in all my wandering, here's a clue for you. I knew just what to do.
And, me too.
If a crime has been committed, which makes you rather curious,
While culprits and solutions lurk elusive and impervious,
and fancy words bewilder you and make you feel ridiculous, the crime will not be solved until you grab the phone and call on me. Just call 1-800-SHERLOCK. Operators are standing by.
we're so thorough in our searching as we sift and sort and sleuth for clues. Faculty for skirting any felons off deceptive ruse.
What? We never leave the job except to snack and maybe take a snooze. Offenders best surrender, cause eventually they're sure to lose.
It's all probability, really. You see, given that logic and deduction are on our side, a criminal stands a highly diminished chance of succeeding in his misdeed.
Criminals, what are they thinking? So if a criminal commits a crime who's hiding in his secret lair, he thinks the crime was perfect, but of certain facts he's unaware. He's left a print and not just smudge a lock of hair upon the stair. We'll find the clue and track him down and trap him in his secret lair. It seems they're always in their secret lair. The lesson here for all to see is really rather obvious when Sherlock Holmes is on a case.
It's sure to be melodious! In the course of litigation, our opposers please are tenuous.
Following your fancy talk is getting rather strenuous.
The crime will not be solved until you grab the phone, wait for the tone, and call on
Well, another perfect ending to another perfect day. Something bothering you, my good man?
I thought we solved these cases together, but you're the only one who gets any credit for them.
Now that's just silly. We're a team. We're friends. You and everyone else knows that.
But do you know that? Is that the way you treat a friend?
What do you mean?
Oh, we're friends, right?
Of course we're friends.
Well then, is that how you treat a friend?
Is how I treat a friend.
Well, I'll tell you.
Mr. Sherlock Holmes! Dr. Watson! I thank heavens I found you! There's been a robbery at Buckingham Palace and we're in desperate need of your services.
What?
There's been a robbery at Buckingham Palace and we're in desperate need of your services.
I can't understand a word you're saying. Seriously, what?
There's been a robbery at Buckingham Palace.
A robbery? Then come, Dr. Watson. The game's afoot!
Oh, thank goodness you've arrived. We're in desperate need of your services.
Now, him I understand.
This crime is a case of national security. If it's not solved quickly, I fear dire consequences.
Don't worry, my good man. We'll have it solved in a jiffy.
What was stolen? A key.
I'm sorry, I thought you said a key.
I did.
You lost your keys? Seriously, that's it? Go to a hardware store and get a copy made. Get a keychain like the rest of us. You don't need the world's greatest living detective. You need a locksmith.
Sheerluck, if I may. Sir, what did the key unlock? The door to the room where the golden ruler is kept. Quickly, Sheerluck. There's not a moment to waste.
All right, would somebody please tell me what's going on?
This is where the key was only just this morning.
Yes, I see.
Excuse me, a little help here?
What's up?
Well, you. Could you describe what you see?
Okie dokie. It's your basic pillow without a key in it. Not much to write home about. As near as I can figure, whoever stole this has a great dislike for soft pillows. Because if you're gonna steal a key, who wouldn't take this pillow? I mean, it's gorgeous. No, I'm putting my money on a headless bandit with a morbid fear of pillows.
Why headless?
If you don't have a head, you wouldn't need a pillow. Come now, let's be logical.
Prime Minister, exactly where is the door that this key unlocks? And that's where you keep the golden ruler?
Yes, it all comes together now. The room that holds the golden ruler. The old golden ruler. So, what's the golden ruler?
Only the most valuable treasure in the entire kingdom.
Right, got that. But what is it?
Wait, nobody move. Our criminal has left their footprints in the dust on the floor. We must all be extremely careful not to disturb these clues.
All right, nobody move.
You heard him. Nobody move.
I'm Detective Bill Trout from the Forensic Investigators of Southampton.
And I'm Sergeant John Spud from the Canterbury Highway Patrol.
Oh, great. Fish and chips. Not again. Don't you guys ever take a break?
We've been sent to secure the area.
Prepare to be secured.
Please, wait. You're disturbing the crime scene.
This is our jurisdiction.
Your services are no longer required. Ta-ta.
Gentlemen, please. Mr. Sherlock Holmes is the world's greatest living detective.
Move along.
Nothing to see here.
If I could just have a few more minutes.
I said move along.
Whoa!
Look what you found. A secret passageway. Oh, good job, Sherlock.
This? Oh, all in a day's work.
The footprints enter and exit right here. This was how the key was stolen.
Move along.
Nothing to see here.
I shall announce this to the king and queen immediately.
Oh, let me. Whoa! Whoa!
Move along.
Nothing to see here.
Top of the evening, one and all.
And his partner in crime, Dr. Watson?
So, lads, what's shaking? When we're on the case, the boots of every criminal in London. My good lady, the usual, if you please.
So, Sherlock, what nefarious no-good-nick did you and Dr. Watson incarcerate this fine evening?
Come again?
He means, did we arrest anyone tonight?
Oh, well, as always, it's all rather hush-hush. But yours truly stumbled upon a clue that blew this case wide open. We should have our criminal before the week is out. Now, I can't reveal exactly where I was tonight, but let's just say it rhymes with Luckingham, Dallas. There I was, faced with perhaps the most difficult mystery in my career. If I failed here, the most valuable treasure of the entire kingdom would be lost. Fortunately for the king and queen, I was on the top of my game.
Yay!
Watson, where you going? You haven't touched our cake.
Well, you didn't need my help solving the case, so why would you need my help eating the cake?
You were the one who solved the case, right? Well, yeah. Watson? Watson! Watson, come on, don't be mad. Just come back inside and tell me what's bothering you.
What's bothering me? What's bothering me? What's bothering me?
Yes. Yes. Yes? Is this a game? Are we saying everything in threes?
You really don't have a clue, do you?
Look, I know we're a team. You know we're a team. Everybody knows we're a team. So what's the problem? So I leave out some minor details.
Like the fact that I've worked with you on every single case?
Exactly. Little stuff like that. So, you ready for some cake? Because I'm starving.
You are amazing.
Why, thank you. You're not so bad yourself. See, when I put my mind to it, I can compliment you.
Do you know what really hurts?
When you stub your toe? Or when you accidentally run into a wall? Or when you're walking along and an anvil falls on your head? Now that hurts like the dickens.
What really hurts is when someone says they're your friend, but they don't treat you like one.
I see.
Sherlock Holmes!
Would you sign all autograph books? I'm never too busy to help out a fan. Good night. Anyway, what were you saying?
Did you sign both of our names?
They only asked for mine.
You just don't get it. When you want to start treating me like a friend, come talk to me.
What don't I get? But we're a team. Where are you going? Come back, Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson!
Hello? Mr. Holmes, are you here? Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Holmes, but the golden roller has been stolen.
What?
I said, sorry to interrupt, but the golden roller has been stolen.
What language are you speaking?
Say, I speak Scottish. He says someone's golden hula is swollen.
No, he said the goat and jeweler are out strolling.
See, I thought I was hearing something about Samoans.
Perhaps coats and stools all go bowling.
Folding scooters have been rolling.
The golden ruler has been stolen.
Oh! Stolen? Then come, Dr. Watson. Oh. Can you wait here a minute? I'll be right with you. Hello? Dr. Watson, hello? Excuse me, but is Dr. Watson home?
The good doctor's been gone all day, suffering from a broken heart he is, and I don't expect him back anytime soon. Oh, Mr. Holmes, isn't it? Shame on you for not being a better friend to the good doctor.
How many maids does he have?
Well, if it isn't the high and mighty Sherlock Holmes! If you just followed the golden rule, none of this would have happened.
Now that just hurts like the dickens. Excuse me, but I must find Dr. Watson.
Oh, you must you? Well, if you're such a great detective, go find him yourself.
Oh well, the game's afoot.
Nothing to see here. Move along. Oh, Mr. Holmes, how good of you to come. I'm afraid this latest turn of events is all rather scandalous. What if word of this theft somehow leaks out to the press?
Ow! Too late. The golden ruler has been stolen. Tell me everything you know.
Oh, my. Everything? Well, let's start with history. The Moors invaded Spain in 711 AD, and after that
About
they...
the case, I mean.
Oh, quite right. The stolen key from the key room unlocked the door to the treasure room, and the golden ruler is gone. That's about it.
Move along.
Nothing to see here!
Not to put undue pressure on you, but would it be too much trouble to ask you to save the day?
I'm on the job.
So, where do we begin?
Don't have a clue. Usually about this time, Dr. Watson would ask something like, when did this crime take place?
Well, it must have happened at the changing of the guard, but that's what I can't understand. After the loss of the key, we've doubled our guard duty.
Right, changing of the guard. And since every entrance and exit is blocked, and there's no other way in or out of that room, it can only mean that this is a lot harder than it looks. Unless, wait a minute.
Excellent deduction, Sherlock. All is not lost. Detective Trout of Fish and Chips has deduced that the thief and our national treasure are still hiding within the walls of our palace. Well done, Mr. Trout. You have provided a great service to your kingdom.
Hey, hold on! That's what I just said to the Prime Minister. You stole my idea, Fish. That was my idea. How would you like it if I did that to you? Wait a minute. That's it! I get it! I get it now! Thank you, Detective Trout. You stole my idea and took credit for it. I don't like to be treated like that, and I can't thank you enough.
Okay.
Don't you see? This is what Dr. Watson's been talking about all along. In the past, I took credit for everything. I wasn't trying to be mean, but I was inconsiderate, like you.
Fine. Now move along.
This is fantastic. I finally understand. Your Highness, we need to treat others like we want to be treated.
That's exactly what the Golden Ruler says, which is why it's the most valuable treasure in all the kingdom.
That means we need to treat our friends like we want to be treated too.
Oh yes, it certainly does apply to friends.
Yeah, I can't solve this case on my own. I need my teammate, the greatest detective in all the land. I need Dr. Watson.
And so you shall have him.
Dr. Watson, I get it.
I know, I saw. Your Majesty, if it please the court, I would like to reveal the criminal who had the audacity to steal the Golden Ruler.
Now hold on a minute. I've got jurisdiction here, so move along. Right after you solve the case.
As my good friend Sherlock has rightly deduced, the thief in question is still in our midst because this was an inside job. The thief is none other than one of the palace guards. Are you quite sure? Each of our palace guards is loyal to the core. Oh, yes, but one guard happens to be an imposter, a foreign spy sent here to steal England's most precious possession. I won't have it. If you're a thief, step forward. Your Majesty, if I may, are any of you guards foreign spies?
No.
And are all of you loyal to the crown?
We.
I'm sorry, Dr. Watson, but I've questioned them thoroughly, and I'm afraid you're mistaken. Prime Minister, people may sometimes lie, but facts never do. First, there were the footprints we found in the key room. They're the exact size of a pea. Then there was the secret passageway. On the wall, I found black fibers. Not only do these fibers match the guards' hats perfectly, but they start and stop at the exact height of an English guard. That's how I knew a guard had stolen the key, but I still didn't know why. That is, until this morning. That's when I secretly investigated the crime scene and found the answer to my riddle.
So you were here all the time. I should have known it.
I found crumbs. Crumbs that turned out to be from brie cheese and baguette bread, the breakfast staple not of England, but of a foreign land. That's when I knew a spy was in our midst. But you saw me question our guards. All of them are loyal to the crown.
Are they? Are they? Are they? I love threes. If my best friend Dr. Watson says that one of them is a spy, you had best better believe it, buddy. Whoa!
The golden ruler! A spy!
And I would have gotten away with it too, but for my irrepressible love of brie cheese and baguette bread.
Our national treasure has been recovered. All because of you, Mr. Holmes.
Oh no, begging the king's pardon, but the real hero here is Dr. Watson.
No, Sherlock. We did it as a team, as friends.
That's right, as friends. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That just about says it all, doesn't it? Forgive me?
You bet, buddy.
If a crime has been committed, which makes you rather curious,
While culprits and solutions lurk elusive and impervious,
And fancy words bewilder you and make you feel ridiculous, the crime will not be solved until you grab the phone and call on us.
a team that's not defeated.
When I treat you like I want to
Be treated
We're so thorough in our searching as we sift and sort and sleuth for clues.
with faculty for skirting any felons off deceptive routes.
Recover any treasure, be it gold or silver, cash or jewels.
No criminal our wits defy.
They may as well not even try, as long as these two friends live by the golden rule.
The sun always shone on the mountains of Fibble. The wind and the rains never came. To call the place beautiful, no one would quibble, though hard on the feet, they'd exclaim. But high in those hills, past the rocks and the rubble, so high that the clouds were below, sat two tiny towns that were nothing but trouble. As you listen, you'll see that it's so. Now the town to the west that thought it was best bore the name Flibberoloo, where the women and men since 1710 have worn on their heads one large shoe. Now in town number 2, one big shoe wouldn't do, so the people of Gibberty Lot would look down and bellow at shoe-headed fellows and place on their own heads a pot.
Mine's really more of a kettle.
For days without end, these two neighbors would bicker as to whose headgear was best, and the shoes and the pots would fly ever thicker, from morning to night without rest. But not all of the people who lived in these cities were angry and bitter and vile. A few would write poems and sing happy ditties and greet all their friends with a smile. One Flibbian fellow who hated to fight tried hard not to act like a mobster. While pots crashed around him from morning till night, he'd just play with his pet wind-up lobster. They kept to themselves, and they'd talk and they'd talk, until one day he said,
Hey, let's go for a walk. I'm tired of lying around like a squid. I want to go out there.
So that's what he did. The shoe-headed boy and his blue plastic friend walked out of their town and began to descend to the dark, rocky valley between the two cities, away from his friends and their light-hearted ditties.
Ba-la-la, ba-la-la. Hey, this is swell,
he said.
Gosh, this is fun. It's great that my lobster can get out and run.
But neither the toy nor the boy with the shoe could see the disaster about to ensue. For up in the rocks, hidden just out of sight, were 6 beady eyes filled with anger and spite. 6 beady eyes watched our hero meander, 2 shifty crooks and their ruthless commander. Oh, look what good fortune, the nasty one said. Here comes a poor fool with a shoe on his head.
I bet he's got money.
I bet he's got gold or maybe some jewelry he'd like us to hold.
Whatever the booty, I think I could stand it. Why, that's what I live for. That's why I'm a bandit. And then they attacked him from under their rock. First they knocked off his shoe, then they knocked off his sock. But the thing they did next was extremely unfunny. Why, they shook him so hard that he dropped his milk money.
Hey!
He protested.
I don't like your ilk. How will I go strong if I don't drink my milk?
But they didn't care. They'd accomplished their goal. So they put our friend down, stuck his head in a hole, and walked off with his money, every last nickel. Then yelled back as they left.
See you around, silly pickle.
I'm a cucumber.
Then he said with a moan,
Well, I guess I'm alone.
But this was a loneliness he'd never known. His friends were far off and his lobster was missing. The sound he could hear was just the wind hissing.
Hello? Hello?
Things looked pretty grim for our Flibian buddy, his head in a hole, his shoe bent and muddy. But then, were those footsteps? Oh, could it be true? Along came the mayor of Flibberoloo. Of anyone, surely he'd help the poor soul.
Hello?
Said the boy with his head in a hole.
I seem to have fallen. I seem to be stuck. But now that you're here, well, I guess I'm in luck.
Oh dear, said the mayor, observing the shoe. A fellow in need, and he's Flibian too. Young man, I have noticed your dire situation, and please rest assured that I share your frustration. But how can I put this? What can I say? Maybe you understand better this way.
Is that music?
I'm busy, dreadfully busy. You've no idea what I have to do. Busy, shockingly busy. Much too busy for you.
Oh, I see.
As soon as the mayor had finished his song, a Flibian doctor came strolling along.
Out of my way!
She said, starting to slide.
If you and your pickle would please step aside. I'm very important. I can't stand and chat.
Well, that's not my pickle. I found him like that. Besides, it so happens I'm noteworthy too. Why, I am the mayor of Flibberoloo.
I'm a cucumber.
I see,
said the doctor.
Then you'll understand without an appointment I can't lend a hand. They're folks with bronchitis. They're kids with the flu.
She said to the mayor of Flibberoloo.
If I'm not mistaken, you're quite busy too.
Well, they talked about schedules, compared daily planners, till finally a voice said,
Please pardon my manners. I don't mean to bug you. I see that you're busy, but being inverted has made me quite dizzy.
The two other Flibians paused for a while. They looked at each other, then said with a smile,
We're busy, dreadfully busy. You've no idea what we have to do. Busy, shockingly busy. Much too busy for you. 'Cause we're busy, frightfully busy. More than a bumblebee, more than an ant. Busy, horribly busy. We'd love to help, but we can't. Ta-ta!
Oh, it was just dreadful. How could they desert their Flibian friend with his head in the dirt?
That's it then. I'm finished. I'll die here down under. If they would not help me, then who would?
He wondered. But wait, someone else on the road overhead. Would they help a friend beaten up, left for dead? Oh, look, on his head, not a shoe but a pot. Why, this little guy was from Gibberty-Lot. Would he help a Flibian? Certainly not. The boy with the pot saw our friend with the shoe.
Oh, look!
He exclaimed.
He's from Flibberoloo. Why, they think we're garbage. They pelt us with shoes. Why should I care if he's beaten and bruised? But out here in the wild, his chances are slim. If I was in need, would I want help from him?
He looked at our friend, and he looked at the shoe. And then in his heart, he knew what to do.
He may be Flibian, that's plain to see. But God made him special, just like he made me.
So we got him unstuck, and he picked up his shoe, and together they walked back to Flibberoloo, out of the valley and back into town, where he stayed by his side till the doctor was found.
Oh my!
Said the doctor.
He's wearing a pot. The little one there is from Gibberty-Lot. You saved this fellow? You pulled him through it? I don't understand. Tell me, why did you do it? He has a shoe and I have a pot. But when we look deeper, there's more that we've got. God made us special there, now I can see. If you're special to him, then you're special to me. Love your neighbor. When someone helps you, then you'll understand. When you love your neighbor, loving hurt or in need. Maybe it's time to perform a good deed. And when you finish, you'll find that it's true. When you make them feel better, you'll feel better too.
Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
Oh, love your neighbor.
When someone helps you, then you understand.
When you love your neighbor, loving means lending a hand.
So the boy with the pot gave the doctor some money to pay for the cucumber's bill. And the mayor cried out with his eyes moist and runny,
I'm touched by his act of goodwill. If this little guy can take care of his brother when he lives in one town and he in the other, why can't we all try to help one another? And love will surround our fair hill.
Now if you visit the mountains of Fibble, you won't see a shoe or a pot. Instead, they throw flowers and candy to nibble. I bet that you'd like it a lot.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Our curtain opens as Larry, having just finished his morning bath, is searching for his hairbrush. Having no success, Larry cries out,
Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where, 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 oh, where is my hairbrush?
Having heard his cry, Pa Grape enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Pa regains his composure and reports.
I think I saw a hairbrush back there.
Back there is my hairbrush. Back there is my hairbrush. Back there, oh, where, back there, oh, where, back there, back there, back there is my hairbrush.
Having heard his joyous proclamation, Junior Asparagus enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Junior regains his composure and comments,
Why do you need a hairbrush? You don't have any hair.
Larry is taken aback. The thought had never occurred to him. No hair? What will this mean? What will become of him? What will become of his hairbrush? Larry wonders.
No hair for my hairbrush. No hair for my hairbrush. No hair, no hair, nowhere, no hair, no hair, no hair, nowhere, back there, no hair for my hairbrush.
Having heard his wondering, Bob the Tomato enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Bob regains his composure and confesses,
Larry, that old hairbrush of yours, well, you never use it. You don't really need it, so, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know. But I gave it to the Peach, 'cause he's got hair.
Feeling a deep sense of loss, Larry stumbles back and laments.
Not fair, oh my hairbrush. Not fair, my poor hairbrush. Not fair, no hair, not fair, nowhere, no hair, not fair, not fair, not fair. My little hairbrush.
Having heard his lament, the Peach enters the scene. Himself in a towel, both Larry and the Peach are shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of each other. But recognizing Larry's generosity, the Peach is thankful.
Thanks for the hairbrush.
Yes, good has been done here. The Peach exits the scene. Larry smiles, but still feeling an emotional attachment for the hairbrush, calls out,
Take care of my hairbrush. Take care, oh my hairbrush. Take care, don't dare not care. Take care, nice hair, no fair. Take care of my hairbrush.
The end.
So is there anyone else you'd like to invite to your birthday party?
Let's see. Don't forget Louie. Oh, and Marcia. I think that's it.
Are you forgetting anyone else?
No, I
I don't think so.
Well, what about Fernando? I bet he'd like to come.
No, not Fernando.
Why not?
Well, he just moved here, so I don't know him very well. And besides, he talks kind of funny.
Now, Junior, he doesn't talk funny. He just talks different. His family is from another country.
Yeah, I know. It still sounds funny.
You know, Junior, God wants us to love everybody, not just the people that are like us. So we need to accept others just the way they are. Besides, we can learn a lot from people who are different than us.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'll tell you what, you think about it, and in the morning we'll talk some more. Okay?
Okay.
Good night, Junior.
Good night, Dad.
I'm Bob. I'm a tomato, and I need your help.
Whoa, deja vu. What's he got on his space helmet?
Huh? What do you mean? Larry!
What?
How many times have I told you not to eat while you're wearing your helmet?
Oh, sorry.
We need your help, Junior. Our starship, the USS Apple Pies, is in grave danger.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
In just 8 minutes, the ship and its crew will be smashed to bits by a giant meteor.
Good heavens. Well, can't you just move the ship out of the way?
That's just it. The Apple Pies is completely without power. Dead in the water. She can't budge an inch.
She's stuck.
Oh, dear. Well, gee, how can I help?
Didn't you minor in aerospace technology at the Happy Tots preschool?
Why, yes. Yes, I did.
What'd you major in?
That's not important now.
Play-Doh.
Me too.
No time for chit-chat. Junior, only you can save the Apple Pies. Lieutenant Larry, the Shrinker Beam.
Aye, aye, Captain Bob.
I think my helmet's on backwards.
There it is, the USS Apple Pies. When we get on board, you'll be briefed by the ship's engineer, Scooter. Then you can get to work fixing the power.
Okay.
Oh, Captain, you've returned.
Hello, Scooter. Any luck?
I'm afraid not, Captain. The engines have got no power, and we've only 5 minutes till that meteor smashes us to bits.
How many people are on the ship?
364.
And how many escape pods are there?
2.
Drat. How much do you know about this meteor?
Ah, funny you should mention it. Our sensors have just determined that the meteor is made entirely out of...
What? Out of what?
Popcorn!
A popcorn ball meteor.
The worst kind.
Would that be caramel or cheese? Because I don't like that cheese stuff very much. It gets stuck to my tooth.
It makes precious little difference when it hits you at 5,000 miles an hour.
Ah, good point.
Meet me in St. Louis, Louis. Meet me at the fair.
Hey, who are those guys?
Lights are shining.
Oh, never mind then. They're the new guys.
Hoochie coochie. I will be your Tootsie Wootsie. Meet me in St. Louis. I'll be waiting there.
Well, maybe they'd have some ideas.
What? Not the new guys. They don't know anything. All they do is sing and eat and sing. Between you and me, I think they're crazy.
We will dance the hoochie coochie. I will be your tootsie wootsy. Meet me in St. Louis. I'll be waiting there.
Hi, I'm Junior.
I'm Jimmy Gord. I'm Jerry Gord. We're the new guys.
So, why do you sing all the time?
Why don't you?
'Cause it's weird. I mean, different.
You know, sometimes differences can be good if we just take the time to get to know each other.
Yeah, maybe. So, why do you eat so much?
We're hungry, I guess.
It's our metabolism or something.
You know, sometimes I think I could eat a whole bus.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think I could eat a whole spaceship.
Oh, yeah? Well, sometimes I think I could eat a whole planet.
I could eat a rooster, a
Scooter,
refrigerator, and more.
how many escape pods did you say there were?
Two.
Jamie, did you mean what you said about eating a whole planet?
Well, sure, but...
How would you guys like to help save the ship?
Well, gosh, that'd be swell.
Grab the guards!
So then, we'll just stay here?
Hey, it's kind of like a field trip or something.
Only 2 minutes left. I hope this works.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? He lives on Drury Lane. I bet I could eat all his muffins.
Oh, well, I bet I could eat all his muffins in his house. Yeah.
Hey, look, some kind of a planet or something. Hey, maybe that's where the Muffin Man lives.
No, Jerry, he lives on Drury Lane.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what is this stuff? It's popcorn. Let's eat it!
Do you think it's possible?
If anyone can do it, they can!
Only 10 seconds left. I sure hope those gourds were hungry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming! No more for me, thanks. I'm full. Excuse me. Get 'em in here! You saved the ship! Oh, it was nothing.
Nothing? You're telling me saving 364 lives by rapidly consuming 14,000 metric tons of popcorn is nothing?
Well, I guess maybe it's a little something.
And to think I wouldn't be your friend just because you guys are different. Why, if you weren't different, none of us would be here right now.
Hey, guys, look at this. Well, I got a little bit hungry, so I was just snacking on the sun table when I saw this. It's some kind of electrical plug or something.
Plug it in!
Why didn't I think of that? You guys are something else.
You know, it kind of reminds me of a song. Hit it, boys. Have you ever seen a boy with funny clothes? A girl with braces on her teeth or freckles on her nose? Some kids call them oddballs. Some kids call them weird.
Is it my imagination, or does Aunt Ruth have a beard?
God makes lots of people in all colors, shapes, and sizes. He loves them very much, and what we need to realize is that calling people names because they're different is wrong. Instead, we need to look on them in love and sing this song. I can be your friend. I can be your friend. Any day in any weather. We can be friends and play together. Yeah, we're all pretty different. Some are skinny, some are stout.
But the inside is the part that we're supposed to care about.
Aye, that's where we got feelings that are very much the same.
And so instead of weirdo, I think friend's a better name.
I can be your friend. La la la. I can be your friend. La la la. If your hair is red or yellow, we can have lunch. I'll share my jello. I can be your friend. La la la. I can be your friend. La la la. It's okay if we are different. We can still play 'cause I can be your friend.
Dad, come quick.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Oh, no. I just wanted to tell you that I'm going to invite Fernando to my party after all.
Really? That was quick. What made you change your mind?
Well, being different can be good. Like maybe if my party's about to be smashed by a giant popcorn bomb in there, Fernando could eat it. Or maybe if the slime monster shows up and tries to squirt slime all over us, Fernando could maybe blast him with his X-ray eyes.
Well, I don't think Fernando could do those kinds of things. But I bet he could teach you about his country and show you the kinds of foods he likes to eat. Who knows? You might like it.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I sure am proud of you for making the right decision. Well, it's time for sleeping. I love you, little mister.
I love you, big mister.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. What is it now?
Well, Lieutenant Larry here dropped our map right out of the spaceship.
Sorry.
And, we were wondering if you could just give us directions to the freeway? I think we can make it from there.
Out the window, down the street, and left at Mr. Slushy.
Great. Thanks.
That's what I said. I said left and Mr. Slushy.
Oh, no. You said right. I distinctly remember you saying right at Mr. Slushy.
Why would I say that? That'd be crazy. I'm kind of thirsty. Can we stop at Mr. Slushy?
No, we need that money for tolls.
His Majesty, the troubled Prince Omelette, requests his daily eggs.
Cooked, light, and fluffy.
Doth not the troubled prince know that these are the last eggs in the entire kingdom?
But of course. Why do you think he is troubled?
Will the prince not share his eggs with his starving people?
Perhaps he'll think about that over lunch.
The prince's eggs coming up.
Ow! Just step my... Woe is me! I am troubled. Alas, forsooth, the country is rapidly running out of eggs. The people are starving, and I am helpless to help them. What will become of my kingdom? Aha! Something's cooking in the state of Denmark.
Your eggs, Prince Omelette! Cooked light and fluffy. The last eggs in the kingdom.
The last poor yolks. I'll chew them well, Horatio. But soft, it is Ophelia. But soft, it is Ophelia.
But I don't want to do it. It's embarrassing.
No, you're ridiculous. It's tradition. In Shakespeare's day, all the women's roles were played by men.
I think we're gonna get letters about this. It is I, the fair Ophelia.
Pray thee, what news, fair Ophelia? I beseech thee, m'lady.
Oh, my lord! I come with disparaging news.
More bad news?
The people, my lord! They're starving! There are not enough eggs for them! Meanwhile, you feast on eggs every day, cooked light and fluffy! 'Tis rottenness that has beset our fair kingdom!
And on top of that, my eggs are getting cold.
Oh, my troubled prince! I beseech and implore thee, please share
share your eggs with the people. Share my eggs? Share my eggs? Then I won't have any. What are you thinking, Pharaohphilia?
Simply this. God says he likes it when we share our blessings. Goodbye. Can I take these off now?
To eat or not to eat? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to share my eggs, cooked light and fluffy, or to scarf down the whole thing myself. To share or not to share? What you doing there, young lad?
Just playing, Your Highness.
Ah, are you just gonna keep playing like that, alone?
I don't know. Would you like to share my game?
Well, sure. Playing's the thing.
Great. Just guess where you think my ships are.
Oh, okay. To be.
Not to be.
Drat. Your turn.
Hey, what's that?
Oh, that would be mine eggs, cooked light and fluffy.
It looks quite yummy. Might I try a bite?
Sure you can. Hey!
What?
Methinks I just shared with you, didn't I?
Methinks you did.
Ha! Sharing? You know, that wasn't so bad. Actually, it felt pretty good.
Your Highness, the things God wants us to do for others usually make us feel good, too.
You called, Your Highness?
No, not yet.
No mistake.
Oh, servant.
You called, Your Highness?
Yes. Call everyone together. I have an announcement to make.
Mary, Your Highness.
Good people of Denmark, I have decided to share my eggs with you.
Hey!
Because God likes it when we share our blessings.
But sire, there aren't enough eggs to go around.
Where do you find these eggs, anyway?
You know, they're the little white round things that come out of chickens.
What? We thought those were ping pong balls. We got plenty of those.
Eggs cooked light and fluffy for everyone!
I have an idea. Why don't we name these light and fluffy eggs after our beloved prince? I give you the omelet.
Hey, boss, where might I find some toast?
Get thee to a bakery.
Did you understand any of that?
Not a word.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show.
Stop! Don't even think about it! As if omelette wasn't bad enough. Ahem. Philippe? Jean-Claude?
Oui?
And now it is time for Classy Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a classy song. One day, while he was waiting for the trolley, he had a hat.
My high silk hat.
He wore it high upon his head so proudly, a beautiful hat.
My high silk hat.
A hat like this just makes him feel so grandly. Now fancy this, and fancy that. The splendor of this hat in all its majesty.
Like a king in a royal cap. I feel so swell and handsome in my hat. I bet that others wish they had, in fact, a hat as this, a hat as that, a hat so fine, a high silk hat. Oh, Mr. Art Bugatti, now what do you think of that?
Now his hat was not all he wore so proudly. I must, in fact, share more than that. For upon his lap there sat a treat so fondly of chocolate this
And chocolate that.
deliciousness that makes him feel so dandy. A chocolate bliss,
A chocolate snack.
Inventions such as these, someone like candy, someone like pie, a box of that.
I have my chocolate placed upon my lap. I feel so good, you just cannot top that. I have my snack, a chocolate pack of chocolate this and chocolate that. Oh golly, Mr. Nazar, now what do you think of that?
Now time was passing and the sun grew hotter upon his hat.
And a chocolate snack.
So beneath his hat he thought and pondered.
What should I do to save my hat?
He thought and contemplated as he perspired beneath his hat.
Upon his hat.
He feared his chocolate treats would soon retire and to a pool.
A chocolate hat.
I won't feel grand if I take off my hat. The sun's getting hot and my hat just might go flat. My hat, it might go flat and my sweets will melt like that. Oh, hurry, Mr. Trolley, before my dapperness goes flat.
He decided to forego his looks so dashing to save his hat.
A little snack.
So he placed the treats upon the seat beside him.
And put his hat on top of that.
Oh, please.
Oh, please, oh, please.
Don't anybody sit close to me.
Sit close to me.
Upon my hat.
Upon my hat.
I ask if all of you could be so kindly and just stand back away from my snack. A great big squash just sat upon my hat. A great big squash just squished my hat real flat. He squashed my hat, he made it flat, he squished my snack. Oh, what of that? Oh, tell me anybody, now what do you think of that?
A great big squash just sat upon his hat. A great big enormous squash squished his hat real flat. He squashed his hat, he made it flat, he squished his hat. Oh, what of that?
Oh, golly. What's your name?
They've never given me a name. I've been around since show 1 and I still don't have a name.
Now what do you think of that?
Well, that was interesting. Okay, Archibald? Oh, just fine, thank you. You'll be glad to know, folks, that we have saved the best for last. It has long been rumored that Gilbert and Sullivan, the brilliant musical duo, penned one last musical before their deaths. This musical, legend has it, was lost before it could be staged. Well, if my cohorts, Philippe and Jean-Claude, are correct, we have that lost musical. Fellows?
Ah!
Oh!
We have it right here!
Right here!
The lost musical of this Gilbert and Sullivan!
Mais oui.
Oh, splendid! Let me have a look at it. Oh, here it is. Gilbert and Sullivan present Lyle the Kindly Viking, a musical pop-up book. Well, get ready for a truly historic event. Once upon a time, there was a little village by the sea where there dwelt a band of Vikings.
Good morning, Mabel. How are you, dear?
Oh, just fine and dandy. Is Harold round here?
I haven't seen him, but that's no surprise.
Olaf's gone too?
Mm-hmm.
They're out with the guys. We should have listened to our mothers and married more judiciously.
But we pick men with metal hats
who sail across the sea.
You live and learn.
We married Vikings.
What do you know? The terrors of the sea.
They're Vikings.
Wherever they go, pillaging happily.
They're Vikings.
Let there be no ambiguities, 'cause
this is my life as a
you admit it's rife with strife, but that's the lot we got when married we, the terrors of the sea.
Oh, look what the cat drug in.
Wonder what they brought back this time.
Hey, there's your wife, Olaf.
Yep, and there's your wife, Harold.
Oh boy, do they love us or what?
Well, what's not to love? I mean, after all, we're Vikings.
What do you know? The terrors of the sea.
We're Vikings.
Wherever we go, pillaging happily.
We're Vikings.
Let there be no ambiguity.
Vikings, cause who doesn't like a pile of loot?
Some gold and jewels and a shiny suit.
And a giant screen TV to boot.
A Viking life for me, yo-ho! We're Vikings.
What do you know? The terrors of the sea.
We're Vikings.
Wherever they go, pillaging happily.
We're Vikings.
Let there be no
Vikings, cause who doesn't like a pile of loot?
This is my life as a Viking wife.
Some gold and jewels and a shiny suit.
We have to admit that it's rife with strife.
And a giant screen TV to boot.
But that's the lot we got when
Marry ye, the terrors of the sea.
Vikings.
That's the life for me.
So that was the life of a Viking. Pillaging and plundering. Those are fancy words for, well, for taking other people's things. They were stealing. Their boats were so fast that no one could catch them, so they could get away with it. But not all the Vikings were involved in this unfortunate practice. No, there was one in particular. His name was Lyle.
Good morning, Lyle.
Good morning.
You missed another raid, Lyle.
I know. I was making stuff.
Lyle never went on the raids. Instead, he'd stay home and make crafts. Pot holders, to be exact.
What you got in the bag, Lyle?
Pot holders. You want one?
Oh, you gave me one last week, but thank you.
Here's your share of the loot, Lyle. Don't worry, it's the least we could give you.
Thanks.
Now, Lyle was definitely an unusual Viking. Whenever the other Vikings returned from a raid, he would take his small bag of loot, plus a bunch of pot holders, and head out to sea on his own expedition.
Hi, Sven. Hi, Otar.
As you can imagine, this puzzled the other Vikings quite a bit.
What's up with Lyle? What's up with Lyle? I'm telling you, that boy doesn't fit the Viking style. Since 793, our strategy's been clear. Go get stuff from over there and bring it over here. You know that little guy? He's got me feeling all contempty. He takes his boat out loaded up and brings it back in empty. What is up with Lyle?
Yes, well, no one could figure out what Lyle was up to. So two of the other Vikings, two fellows named Sven and Otar, decided to follow him and find out.
You guys go ahead. We'll catch up.
Sven, you don't have to sing.
But it's a musical.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to sing every line in a musical. Talking is okay, too.
Oh, okay.
So very stealthily, they followed Lyle across the sea.
No, you're too close. He's gonna see us.
No, Sven, I'm
not close enough.
Would you just let me?
We're gonna lose him.
I'm just trying to
A little closer. No, too close. No.
Would you just... And much to their surprise, he led them right back to the monastery they had raided the night before.
What? Huh? What is he doing?
Can I see? But Sven,
no, hold on. Just a minute.
I wanna.
No, come
would
on.
you just?
No, let go.
Would you give me the?
Those were Olaf's.
Dear monks, what can I say? My friends have taken your things away. Dear monks, what can I do? I've come to bring some back to you. I cannot make it all come back, for they are bigger and older. But I'll share what I have in my little sack, and a few of my own pot holders.
Hey, it's the thought that counts. Dear little Viking boy.
You can call me Lyle.
Oh, okay. Dear Lyle, we like your style, for we were all despairing. But you rowed your boat for many a mile to practice an act of sharing. Boys?
Thank you, Viking friend. No longer are we blue. Rest assured that we intend to someday soon help you.
Sven and Otar were very confused.
I'm confused.
They returned home and waited to confront Lyle.
Not so fast. Don't take another hop. We know where you've been, and we think it's gotta stop.
We Vikings rule the seas. We pillage and attack. We never say please, and we never give stuff back.
Not to mention the potholders.
You both care about your share of gold, so rare, and big TVs. But when I share, I get my share of friends. What's the use? A golden goose is no excuse for being mean. When I share, I get my share of friends. Yeah.
Well, Sven and Otar had never thought about it that way. Could sharing actually give them more of what would make them really happy? Even they had noticed that watching that big screen TV wasn't all that fun by yourself. They needed to give that a little more thought. In the meantime, though, they knew Lyle would be in big trouble if Olaf learned what he was doing.
If Olaf finds out, you'll be in big trouble.
You can just talk.
Oh, right. If Olaf finds out, you know.
Well, Olaf's not gonna find out. This will be our little secret.
Thanks, guys.
So they resolved not to let Olaf find out. Unfortunately, this was easier said than done. Just a few days later, as the Vikings were headed out to raid the monastery once again, it was the only monastery in the area, Otar spotted something. Oh no.
What is it?
It's Lyle. He's at the monastery. If Olaf sees him, he's in big trouble.
What do we do?
We've got to distract Olaf.
Look, Olaf, there's a fish with a pretty yellow circle at the bottom of the backside of his fin. Look, Olaf, there's another and another and another. And that little one has got a funny grin.
Well, I don't see
Look,
any.
Olaf, way down underneath the water. It's the biggest fish I think I've ever seen. Look, Olaf, he's got purple spots and orange and yellow markings and a dorsal fin that's iridescent green.
What?
Otar, I don't see any of that.
Sven, we've got to distract him. Help me out.
Oh. Look, Olaf, there's a turtle and he's wearing pink pajamas and he's got a cowboy hat upon his lid. Look, Olaf, very close and see he's riding on a llama and he's chasing down the herd of giant squid. Look, Olaf. There's a whale that's dancing with a bear.
Look, Olaf, it's a mermaid.
It's an ostrich.
It's a bunny. Look, Olaf, please look anywhere but...
I don't see anything. What?
But there.
Hey, isn't that Lyle?
Mm-hmm. And he left something with those monks.
What is it?
It's potholders and the little bag of loot we gave him.
Hey, that goes against the code of the Viking!
You can say that again.
Why, that little Viking is in big trouble. What do you think you're doing?
I was...
Giving them stuff back.
Yeah?
Well, now there's a storm a-brewing, and you're the one that's under attack.
Olaf, this storm is blowing up pretty quick. Maybe we should head back.
First, I need to make an example out of this ex-Viking.
You know, I think Harold is right. We gotta get out of here.
Almost done. You'll see that nothing good comes from giving things back.
Lyle's in trouble! We gotta help him! Where's the life ring?
Right here!
Hang on, Lyle! Help is on the way! Huh? What I throw? Oy vey! Hang on! Pull, boys, pull!
Hey, look, the monks saved Lyle.
What? Oh.
I guess if we had shared, there'd be somebody to save us, too.
Thanks, guys.
We knew we could help you someday.
But what about my friends?
They were mean to us.
I'm pretty sure God wants us to help everyone, not just the people who are nice to us.
Oh, you're right. We're monks. We should know that, huh? All right, come on, boys. Let's save the Vikings. Can we put away the good silverware first? Oh, all right. So not only did the monks save Lyle, they saved all the Vikings from the storm. And just because Lyle had made friends with them by sharing.
Thank you, our new friends. You saved us from the sea. Rest assured that we intend to share proficiently. We used to care about our share of gold so rare and big TVs. But when we share, we get our share of friends.
So what's the use? A golden goose is no excuse for being mean. When we share, we get our share of friends.
Does that mean we can't be Vikings anymore?
Not necessarily, but I do think you need to change your song.
We're Vikings, what do you know? The sharers of the sea. We're Vikings.
Wherever we go, sharing happily.
We're Vikings.
Let there be no animosity.
Cause our pillaging ways we will amend by sharing and caring and making friends. And finally our singing is at its end. The sharers of the sea. We're Vikings. The sharers of the sea.
I need to go to the bathroom!
Sven, you can stop singing now.
Oh, right.
As long as we're together,
Thank you, Mr. McMurray, for bringing in your film.
See you tonight, Grandpa.
Copy that, Curtis. Our next special guest for Grandparents' Day is Laura's grandfather, Lanny Wilson himself, lead singer and woodblock player for the Groovy Brothers. So, tell us, Mr. Wilson, what was it like being a disco star?
My disco days are over. Who wants to see me pull a rabbit out of my hat? Whoops, forgot my rabbit. But I did remember my... flowers?
Thank you. Maybe you could share with the class what it was like to be in the Groovy Brothers. Best band ever.
I don't really like to talk about the band.
But why did you break up? You were such a great band.
Oh, look, a blimp.
Huh? Oh! Wow! Mr. Wilson! Mr. Wilson!
Let's keep this show moving. I gotta walk my Pekingese poodle in a half an hour.
Class, this is Mr. Bruce Onion, Stevie's grandfather.
Hey, Grandpa. How you doing, grandson? It's grand to be my grandson, isn't it?
You know it. Boys and girls, Mr. Onion is a real estate tycoon.
Is that like a hurricane?
No, little lady. You're thinking of a typhoon. That's a force of nature that wipes out buildings and businesses and roads and... You know what? That's pretty much what I do, too.
Oh, my.
See, I buy up old, run-down, useless property and redevelop it. Places like Celery Park.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call Celery Park useless.
I would. That playground looks like a junkyard had a going-out-of-business sale.
That's a bit harsh.
You know what's harsh? That mud pit they call a baseball field.
Mr. Onion, my name is Laura Carrot, and I'd like to know what you plan on doing with the park.
A great question, little girl. Not really sure yet. I'm still spitballing ideas, to be honest. Something classy like a strip mall or a motel.
No!
Come on, kids. Motels are fun. Lots of free towels and little soaps.
Really, Grandpa? That park's kind of cool.
Tell you what, Stevie. You kids put your heads together and tell me what you think I should do with it.
Actually, Mr. Onion, that's a wonderful idea.
I want to keep Celery Park a park.
Come on, little girl. This town has plenty of parks.
But it's named after our town's greatest hero, General Celery.
The radish are coming! The radish are coming!
Don't you try and make me cry. You make an onion cry, you start crying. Everybody cries.
Okay, class. New assignment. I want you to work in pairs to create a project about what you think should be done with the park. And at the end of next week, we can turn him in to Mr. Onion.
Might be a little late by then.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. Just a little foreshadowing.
Miss Petunia, may I do my project on why I think the town should buy back the park from Mr. Onion and fix it up?
Certainly, Laura.
That's a tall order, little lady. That park cost me $100 grand. That's a lot of bait sales. Well, kids, can't wait to see what you got. And, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Laura, right? You are some go-getter. You keep it up, and one day I might be working for you.
Okay, class. Choose your partner and come up with a plan.
Billy, Junior, you hear that? We're gonna work together on this. Junior? Junior? Junior! What? What's going on?
Ha! I'm gonna tear down your park!
No, please, Mr. Onion! Don't tear down our park! I don't sound like that.
No, I'm gonna roll over you instead on you!
That's what you think, Mr. Onion. Yay! My hero. I'm gonna spray you with my anti-gravity spray.
Ah!
That's as far as I've gotten. So, do you like it? Sure. Let's see. Like kit, extension cords, battery packs. I was thinking that maybe we could use it for our class project. No, Junior. I want to do something serious. Do you even know what happens when a guy gets hit with anti-gravity spray? It's pretty serious. Junior, we have a chance to do something important here, to save a part of history. Tomorrow morning, we have an appointment to speak with Mr. McMurray. Curtis's grandpa? Yep. I'm hoping he'll tell us the secret to Celery Park's success. Once Mr. Onion knows that, he'll be sure to keep it a park. Hey, are you even listening to me? Yes. You were drawing, weren't you? Maybe. Seriously? What? I needed air support. I think I've got everything. Check, check, and check. Now, all you have to do is make sure that you have your camera at the park at precisely 8 a.m. Can you do that?
8 a.m. on a Saturday? Of course. Piece of cake.
Junior, this is very important. Mr. McMurray has a plane to catch, so you cannot be late.
What? When am I ever late? So, maybe I've been late a couple of times. I'll be there, I promise.
Okay, just promise me you won't stay up all night drawing.
Oh, no. I'm pretty tired already. I'll probably go to bed early tonight.
Excellent. This is gonna be awesome! Thanks for being such a great friend, Junior. See you in the morning.
Shining on my face. Where's my list? It's gonna be a busy day. Get up, check. There's no time to waste. I love checkboards. 6 o'clock. I don't have to be there till 8. Where's this news? A few more minutes would be great. Get up now. I think I'd rather wait. Who loves news bars? Shower check. Brush teeth and hair, check and check. Clean room, check. Say hello to the paper boy. Hi, Gary. Morning, Laura. Check. Splash in a puddle, check. Hopscotch, check.
Junior, on my way. See you there.
Gotta get up, time really flew. I can't be late or I'll be through. She'll be mad. Where are my socks? I can't find my socks. Why do I need socks? Almost 8. The sun is shining on my face. I've got my list. Good thing 'cause it's a busy day. Arrive, check. With some breathing space. I love checkboards. What's happening here? This can't be right. I got it backwards. My tidy white. Yeah. The check mark, it has such a simple grace. 2 lines converge at a point in space. It puts me in such a happy place. I love checkboards.
What's that happy singing sound?
Park, check. Lighting, check. Mr. McMurray, check. Morning. Makeup, check. I love checkboards.
Okay, everything is all set. Now, the only thing we need to capture this historic information and save the park is the camera.
I'm here. Oh, thank goodness. What, were you worried? I told you I was gonna be here. See, you have to learn to trust me.
Okay, I trust you. Now, let's set the camera up over there and we'll get started.
I think we might have a problem.
No.
I think so.
No!
Cookie?
Mr. McMurray, would you be so kind as to turn off your hearing aid for a moment?
My pretzels are all broken.
I knew it! I knew that somehow you would mess this up.
I'll get it. I'll go home right now and get it.
There's no time.
Mr. McMurray, can't you stay for a little longer? I just have to run home and get the camera.
Hey, there's my ride. I'd love to, kiddos, but they're here to take me to the airport.
But...
Nice meeting you. Good luck on your video.
Laura, I'm so... Maybe we can grab the camera and follow him to the airport.
It's over. Okay? He's gone. We can always use my flip book. No longer be friends with Junior. Oh, Laura, please, I know you're upset, but please don't check that. I know I messed up, and I'm sorry.
You always mess up.
I know, but I'll try to do better.
It's too late for that.
Laura, please, don't check that box. I'll try harder, I promise. We're best friends.
We were best friends.
Pick a card.
Mr. Onion bought the park, and at the end of the week,
Not that one.
he's gonna tear it down and turn it into something else.
That's it. Any card at all.
The park has been around since you were a little boy.
What? Could it be? Your card rises from the deck.
Sorry, Grandpa. My card was the Jack of Diamonds.
Really? Yes, I'm getting closer.
Look at this picture. That's your band in Celery Park. Your band started right up there on that stage. Wait a minute. I think I've got an idea. A really, really good idea.
No, Laura, don't get any ideas.
Yes! The Groovy Brothers. A reunion concert. We can raise the money we need to save the park.
No, absolutely never ever.
Don't worry, Grandpa. All you have to do is get the band back together. I'll take care of all the rest.
Not listening. Not listening. La 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 la. Ah!
Love you.
Didn't hear ya. Got daisies in my ears.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. We join Larry in his search for a vegetable's best friend.
The perfect puppy. I woke up dreaming of a friend. Perfect puppy. The happy hours we could spend. I've been a little lonely. I thought if I could only look up and see the perfect puppy for me.
How about a French poodle? It's very smart and curly.
Je ne parle pas français. I hear they wake up early.
Maybe Dalmatian, it rides around on fire trucks.
Those spots make me dizzy. Those sirens drive me nuts.
You like Chihuahua? It's as tiny as can be.
Si, senor, it's mucho small. I might squish it accidentally.
Okay, a Great Dane, it's really, really big.
Yeah, but feeding it would become my only gift.
Uh-oh, that wouldn't be good.
The perfect puppy. To always be right by my side. Perfect puppy. To find those toys that try to hide. My heart is so wide open. I spend each moment hoping I'll look up and see the perfect puppy for me. Oh.
Have you ever seen a Shar-Pei? It has really wrinkled skin.
I'd like to iron out those wrinkles, but where to begin?
A Chow Chow? It looks like a lion, but it's nice.
I only got time to feed it once, and a Chow Chow eats food twice.
Havanese, Pekingese, Maltese,
none of these.
Shih Tzu, Cockapoo.
No, these won't do.
What's wrong with you?
Maybe I'm afraid of hair. Pick up poo, I wouldn't dare. But my biggest fear might be, will I love it? And will it love me?
Larry.
He's awesome! Hey, pal, I'll tell you what. Some say you're just a mutt, but when I look up, I see the perfect puppy for me.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Bob say he looks familiar to me.
I think he might be a cuckoo.
Does he look familiar to you?
I got the flyers done, recharged your video camera, and ordered the disco ball. How's it going with the...
Laura, I really don't think this is such a good idea.
Please, Grandpa. It's the only way to save the park.
Okay.
So, Are you excited about getting the band back together again?
I don't know. I haven't seen those guys in years. I don't even know if they want to see me. I guess I'm mostly nervous. But I did hear Styx is working at the Benihana.
Well, let's go see him.
Come on, boys. Try to keep up with the ball. Groovy Brothers? Lanny's all alone. Nobody's gonna go see that sad sack on stage by himself.
I might.
Nobody.
Right. Sounds silly.
I wonder where Styx is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to prepare for a feast of the eyes. I give you the great Styx.
I know what I need that beat up loud and strong. That boom and that beat, my melody, my energy, my song. Love it when the rhythm take a hold of me. Makes me feel better how I like to be. Makes me move my body, makes me move my feet. That beat, that beat, that beat. That swing, that tempo, that bounce. That bump, that bounce is the sound of my heart beating. Bum, 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 bum. When it feels the beat, no matter how much I try. When it feels the beat, there ain't no way I can stop. Long as the rhythm starts, I'm gonna be cooking up a lot. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. When it feels the beat, I'm beating my drums, I'm having my fun, yeah, I got flair. I'm slamming that kick, I'm hitting them hats, I'm slapping that snare. Got to feel the rhythm, got to feel the beat. Feel it in my heart, so close to me. Makes me move my body, makes me move my feet. That beat, that beat, that beat. That swing, that tempo, that bounce. That bump, that bounce is the sound of my heart beating. Bum, 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 bum. When it feels the beat, no matter how much I slide. When it feels the beat, or how much chicken I squeeze. As long as the rhythm's strong, I'll never get your order wrong. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. When it feels the beat. When it feels the beat.
I'm not sure if I can do this. We should go.
You've come back to put the band back together. Okay, I'm in.
Visiting some old friends?
Yeah. Sorry, who are you?
Just a fan of the Groovy Brothers. Until they broke up. You guys never could get along, could you?
It was a long time ago.
What makes you think they're gonna forgive you now? After you left them behind?
I'm sure they've forgotten about all that.
Have you?
Grandpa, are you coming?
Yeah, wait up.
So why did the band break up?
All relationships have a beat, kind of like this. Whatever the melody does around it, the beat remains steady. Now, if you take away the beat... Ouch! You have nothing, except maybe a bandmate with a bruise.
Would you please look before throwing around metaphors?
Hey, man, it hurts when you lose the beat.
I still haven't had any luck tracking down Al.
Well, I know where Big Daddy Al is.
You do?
A Groovy Brothers reunion?
Wait till the boss hears about this.
I already know.
You got 2 band members, sir, and they're going after a third.
Let them try. 10 minutes together and they'll be fighting again, just like old times.
Junior would not like it here. He doesn't like classical music.
What are you doing here?
We need to talk to you.
I'm a little busy. Who are they, Maestro Alistair?
Maestro?
Oh, they're just old people who are rudely interrupting our rehearsal. Go away.
Look, Al.
I go by Alistair now, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not calling you that.
Alistair, we need you. We're getting the Groovy Brothers back together.
Yo, what?
You guys are the Groovy Brothers?
They look so different.
That's because we're old.
Getting the Groovy Brothers back together? Why in the world would you need me for that?
Maybe Hotshot because you were in the band?
Maestro Alistair used to be Al of the Groovy Brothers? No way!
Oh, yes. Big Daddy Al was a groovy brother.
Big Daddy Al? It was a stage name. I was young.
It's true. He played the keys, and he was awesome.
Wow.
That's nice. Well, I don't know if awesome is the right word, but I was known to rock the Roland with spectacular flair. But alas, the wild oats of my youth are all behind me now.
Well, maybe you could give us a demonstration?
show us.
We wish we could play the disco.
Disco is cool.
Really? You'd like to play disco?
Sure. Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Well, it's really not all that difficult. You just have to get funky.
How do we do that? Yeah, how do we get funky?
Oh, I suppose I could show you just once. Let's take it from the top. Only this time, we'll take it funky.
This is great. He's in.
You groove that thing, Al.
I will indeed groove this thing.
Actually, Junior would have loved this place.
I am grooving this thing. I'd love to do it, but you'll never get Dennis.
Well, it doesn't matter, because we don't even know where he is.
I do.
You do?
Sure. He's shooting a video right down the street from here. You see, my dear, music and relationships are all about the harmonies. When friends are in harmony, it's a beautiful thing. But do you know what happens when you lose the harmony? Sore ears.
Groovy Brothers are getting
Groovy
back
Brothers
together.
reunion?
This is it?
That's what I heard.
That girl just won't quit. A real go-getter.
I thought Dennis and Lanny couldn't stand each other.
They can't. Never could. But get in there and make sure.
Good take, everybody. Move on to the next setup.
Dennis?
Lanny?
I gotta say, you look like you're doing well.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing great. I mean, you know me, right? It's all about staying true to the music. It's all about the art.
Okay, Denny, that was great. Now, the next time, I want you to look right into the camera and say, "It's the Rock Reverse Mortgage, the only mortgage that rocks in reverse." Oh, yeah! Got it?
Dennis. My name is Dennis.
Wait a minute. This is a commercial? You're doing a commercial for a reverse mortgage?
Not just any reverse mortgage. It's the Rock Reverse Mortgage, the only mortgage that rocks in reverse.
Well, I'm sold.
Woohoo! I'm pre-approved.
Dennis, we're getting the band back together. We're putting on a show to raise money to save the park.
The park?
Please, Mr. Dennis, if you don't play, we're gonna lose our park.
Come on, it'll be great. Just like it used to be.
Like it used to be? I wish we could go back. Maybe we could go back.
'Cause I've been thinking about all of the good times, jamming in the park, best friends I'm missing. How it used to be.
We were the best band. We rocked the big crowds. We made the clap hands and sing out loud.
can never go back, 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 back. You can just forget about the good times, jamming in the park. We're not friends. Listen, we're not what we used to be.
Dennis, we were best friends.
Yeah, we were.
Grandpa, are you okay?
Come on, let's go home.
Here you go. Wait a minute. Where's Laura? Ah, touchy subject. Got it. Still want it?
Half it. Thanks.
Lanny was all.
We were best friends. Dennis was all, yeah, we were. Oh, snap.
Snap is right. Snap like a snap, Pete. Snap like a rubber band. Here's Lanny, here's Dennis, here's their friendship. Snap! Ice cream for everybody. One more day and the park is all mine. The only songs we're ever gonna hear from the Groovy Brothers are on the radio. A radio from 30 years ago. It's payback time, and it tastes as good as a popsicle on a sunny day.
What are you gonna do to that band, boss?
Same thing I'm doing to this park. I'm gonna tear them down. Wait till they get a load of me. Tearing down Celery Park. This is what it will be. A glorious parking lot. We're gonna tear this baby down. Turn that park into a parking lot.
Oh no, this is terrible.
I'm gonna tear it down. Down, 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 down. I'm gonna tear it down. Down, 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 down. Tear the park down. I'm gonna tear the park down. Tear the park down. I'm gonna tear the park down. No monkey bars, no swings. No more picnic. Fill it with cars they'll see. Nobody can upstage me. Those groovy chuckleheads are gonna be sorry they ever ignored me. Let's see who gets noticed now.
I gotta tell Laura. He doesn't want to save the park. He wants to destroy it.
I'm gonna tear it down. Down, 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 down. I'm gonna tear it
Awesome! You guys should start a band.
Hit the road, Jack. What you waiting for? A silly song?
Grandpa, what happened? What happened to the band?
Dennis and I were best friends. We thought we might have something, so we decided to put a band together. The Groovy Brothers. We started getting big. We got popular so quickly, and I was so young. It was so much. The fans, the theme, the fortune, the headlines. You should have seen them. They said I was brilliant and the best woodblock player that ever lived. I let it all go to my head, and at the height of the band's success, I walked away.
But why did you leave?
I wanted all the spotlight, so I started a solo career. I was the best woodblock soloist in the business. Had 3 hit singles, Knock on Wood, Wood Night in Bangkok, and I Heard It Through the Woodblock. I know the guys didn't want me to go, but I didn't care. I was very selfish. But after all my success, I couldn't shake the fact that I did it by hurting my friends. I tried to go back, but they wouldn't have me. I think I hurt Dennis the most. We were best friends and I let him down. I don't think he'll ever forgive me.
Grandpa, how are you going to do the show without Dennis?
I don't know, Laura. I don't know.
in 3 hours and you sound horrible.
The cymbals aren't supposed to come in until a measure later. Laura, can you give me a little more boost on the keyboard?
Coming up.
It's been 38 years, Al. It's gonna take a little time.
That's the Groovy Brothers?
Yep.
There's only 3.
Yeah, number 4 better show soon.
Oh, boy. This is not good.
I'm still not hearing myself.
Working on it. Ow! Sorry. Laura. A little busy here.
Laura, I've got to talk to you. It's really important.
I thought I made it pretty clear. We're done.
Yeah, I know. And once again, I want to apologize. I'm really sorry I stayed up so late drawing when I told you I wouldn't. And I'm really, really, really sorry I forgot the camera.
Junior, can't you see I'm kind of busy? I don't need any more worries. Will you please just leave? But just leave.
Huh?
Woohoo, Lanny!
Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. They're expecting a reunion. This isn't a reunion. It's just a concert with a bunch of old guys. I quit.
Don't worry about him. He quits all the time.
I mean it this time.
He says that too.
I should have known better. Without Dennis, this is going to be a disaster.
What if we got another guitarist?
Replace Dennis? Laura, we can't do that. Dennis and I came up with these songs together, as a team. He was like a brother to me. There's no replacing that.
All right, that's it then. It's over. I'm out of here.
What? But you can't leave.
I'm sorry, Laura. Yep, me too.
You mean you're just gonna walk away?
If Lanny didn't walk away 38 years ago, Dennis would still be here.
But...
He's right, Laura. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
But Grandpa, I told all those people out there that they were going to hear a concert and...
Please don't ask me.
Grandpa, will you go on?
Oh, Laura, I can't. I can't play my solo act.
I understand, Grandpa. I'll go tell the crowd.
Laura, wait. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to the Save the Park musical benefit. This is a song about friendship. It's called Together.
This is so exciting.
As long as we're together, everything is better. We'll be friends forever. Come on, celebrate, get funky. Get in the groove. Nothing to lose. Ooh, ooh. Come on, celebrate, get funky.
Like I always say, once you break up, you never make up.
Hey, got something to say. When I'm feeling down, you bring a smile my way. Gonna dance around, cause you make my day. Yo, it's a celebration.
Hands high, all of my friends, we gonna jam out, we gonna do it again. Right on, right to the end, we gonna keep on celebrating.
Can't groove without the beat, and we can't leave a brother hanging.
You and me, we're family, so sing with me. Yeah. As long as we're together, everything is better. We'll be friends forever. Come on, celebrate, get funky.
What?
Dennis, you came back. Does this mean you forgive me?
You bet I do. Will you forgive me too?
Of course.
Let's groove, brother.
As long as we're together, everything is better. We'll be friends forever. Come on, celebrate, get funky. We in the groove. Nothing to lose. Ooh, ooh. Come on, celebrate, get funky.
Best concert ever!
We'll see about that.
Come on, everyone. Let's get the sugar flowing. We need some more more shells in our bucket. Big Ben needs some more Franklin. Where's the love, people?
I think my grandpa means we need more money to reach our goal. Please, give as much as you can.
We gotta stop this concert. Did you load that fog machine with stink bombs?
Oh yeah, Mr. O. Load it to the top.
Is it supposed to do that?
Who left the cap on?
You and me, God's family. So sing with me. As long as we're together, everything is better. We'll be friends forever. Come on, celebrate, get funky.
Drop a sandbag on those drums.
Fire away! That might be wrong.
As long as we're together, everything is better. We'll be friends forever. Come on, celebrate, get funky.
I got something to say. 38 years ago, I turned my back on my best friend. That's way too many years without the friendship, without the laughs, without the memories. Can you imagine losing your best friend for such a long time?
Yeah, buddy, but I messed up.
Well, I mess up all the time, too. All the time. And God forgives me. And if He can forgive me over and over for all the times I mess up, I can certainly forgive my best friend, right?
That's right. And Dennis, I'm so sorry for walking out on the band. I promise I'll never walk out on you again.
From now on, this town and this park will be seeing a lot more of the Groovy Brothers.
Not if I can help it. You can sing all the songs you want, but it won't make enough money to beat me. It's over.
What is that smell?
It's the smell of payback.
No, it smells worse than that.
Like a cow pasture on a hot day.
Who cares who smells like what? Do you old softies really think you can just hug and make up? Don't you remember what this clown did to you?
All that doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, yeah? What if I told you that Lanny's got a sweet deal going for his granddaughter by putting this concert together?
What kind of deal?
This was never about making up with you guys. This was only about trying to get Laura an A on her class assignment.
Well, I should hope she would get an A, because that little lady deserves it.
She gets an A! She gets an A! Any student of mine who reunites the Groovy Brothers definitely gets an A!
Oh, for the love of mayonnaise. Can anybody but me hold a decent grudge around here?
What have you got against this park and the Groovy Brothers? Can't you be happy for them?
Wait a minute, I remember you. Used to play, didn't you? What was it? It was tuba, that's right.
Ah, so you do remember. It was 39 years ago. I was at the top of my game, maestro of the sousaphone. I had practiced for months, and finally my time had come. And I was supposed to go on right after you guys finished your set.
Oh, okay, one more.
But my time never came because of you. They wouldn't let you off the stage, and I never got my big chance to play. You low-down scallywags took my sousaphone dreams and crushed them into itty-bitty pieces, just like I'm gonna do to you in this park. Now behold, witness the power of the onion! That's right, the onion's coming to make you cry.
Wait a minute. All you wanted to do was play up here?
Well, yes. But I never got that chance, did I?
You want to play with us?
What?
Yeah, we could always use a tuba player.
You mean me? With you guys? Up here?
Sure. Why not?
You must think I'm full of bird brains. After 39 years of feeling sorry for myself, drowning under a sea of bitterness and resentment, you think, after all that, I'm just gonna let it all go and forgive you?
If you want.
Let's do this.
That wasn't right.
I'm really sorry I forgot the camera.
I forgive you. Will you please forgive me? I don't want to waste 38 years of you not being my best friend.
Me neither, Laura. I forgive you too.
You're my best friend, Junior. Always have been, always will be.
Jumping Jehoshaphat! This is the most fun I've had in years!
Oh, I think I'm gonna cry!
That's just me. I'm an onion. Shake it off.
But what's gonna happen to the park?
The park? Check this out. I'm not gonna buy this park. I'm gonna use my money to restore and improve the park.
You and me, God's family. So sing with me, yeah. As long as we're together, everything is better.